building was full of a lot of love, but just never touched over 40 years. And so, yeah, it was quite dated in every respect, and had the right heart, just it needed a little bit of paint, a little bit of facelift. So yeah, so we blew it all away, and it made sense. We didn't want to create a whole new building and a whole new place and a new location. This was the community that fit well. And so it was nice to actually bring this around and get some life back into it. So it's been great.
He's a big picture guy. He already knew what he wanted to do. My job was just to kind of help fill in the blanks on that big picture. I know how we're going to get there, what we're going to use to get there. And so, ADEC fit perfectly into what he was going for from a longevity piece of, equipment that's going to last him, his career. Equipment that looks like, high tech, like the dentistry that he wanted to provide.
Right when I walked in, it was time to get, 1 or 2 new chairs immediately day one. And ADEC was one of the chairs that I bought just right out of the gate, and it just worked. It was reliable, it worked well. And so I liked that a lot. So originally it was no questions asked. That's the chairs we're using in all the operatories. And then Patterson sat down with me and they said, well, let's talk about your cabinetry. And going through it, ADEC has the solution. I've acquired a handful of practices now, and honestly, in doing that, the practices that had ADEC there beforehand still had ADEC at the end, 40, 50 years later. From a production standpoint, we have increased dramatically since the day I bought it. We're 4 times where we used to be. And some of it's been organic, some of it's been growth after the remodel. But at the end of the day, yeah, production has gone up. I'm not a huge numbers guy. That's not really what drives me. Like I mentioned, I live in the community, been a part of the community. But what kind of drives me is I'm a huge results guy. And so having the ability to refine what we deliver, how we deliver it, and what manner we deliver it has been my absolutely favorite thing. So even now bringing in the in-house lab, there's nothing that leaves the walls. So what we deliver cannot be delivered anywhere else in the country.
He's one of the most technologically savvy dentists that I've ever worked with. I actually get to learn from him because he's so cutting edge technology wise. The things that he has for his patients, no other office has. He's truly a rare diamond in the rough where you see technologies that aren't even implemented in most people. And again, he teaches me about new technologies because he's that cutting edge. So what the patients get to experience here is something that no other practices get to see.
In 14 seconds, I can have all the information I need to sit down with the patient and have an intelligent conversation. At least give them a plan of treatment before they leave the office. So the cone beam is absolutely priceless. It's a centerpiece in our office. In fact, we use that thing, and it has its own separate column now, where we have a couple of practices that bring their patients in from outside and use the same piece of technology. So it is the most used piece of technology in my practice today. The sterilization center is absolutely critical. Yes, it's behind doors, and no, it's not very fun to always talk about, but honestly, they absolutely love the space to do it the right way. They're not feeling like any dirty side is getting contaminated with the clean side. And it gives them a place of pride, so they can come into it and know that, hey, this is where we're bringing our friends and family. This is why we want them here. We're doing things at another level that not all offices can provide or may not have the space to provide it in. Patterson had the right vision and delivered it the right way. And when they said they were going to deliver it, they did. And so I honestly, I didn't have any troubles after it was set up and done either. It wasn't like they walked away and there was loose ends or anything like that at all. So the support from beginning to end, I think Patterson by far had that support. And the other thing that was really important to me about the whole thing with Patterson over everybody else is that they had the relationship with all the vendors. So in an office where, CEREC is a huge part of our office on a day-to-day basis, they had that relationship with all of them. Very few companies have that. So yeah, the support and to have the breadth of relationships, Patterson offered that. The service team, phenomenal. I am a handshake individual, so the service team I know by name personally. There is a lot of moving parts and pieces in this practice every single day, and honestly, it's best that I don't even know about any of them, and TechEdge keeps them out of my schedule. So I appreciate it.
Every Patterson rep I've ever met it's all about the customer. It's not about the sale. I got that call from Justin. He was just sitting at his desk, feet up on the desk, just loving his office. And he's like, you know what? I wanted to call you. You probably think that I want something. I don't this time. I just want to give you grace and say thank you. Thank you for everything you recommended. This office is beyond my dream.